Hello and welcome to Jugglers on Juggling, the mini-series. This is episode number 32, and I am Richard Kovat, also known as Racist50. Thank you guys for joining us. This is the first mini-episode, which, let me explain the concept now. If you didn't watch episode 30 or any of the latter episodes, Jugglers on Juggling was formerly a weekly-based podcast for the juggling community, basically running off topics from the forums, viewing the latest videos and reviewing them, and it was a complete and miserable failure. So this is the reinvented version, where basically I'm not going to be releasing that many episodes often, but what I do release are going to be DVD video reviews for when things like PTS Sweden comes out, convention videos, and basically if there's a huge event like Anthony Gatto dies or something, I'll review that. You know, the life and times of Anthony Gatto. Yeah, that'd be fun. So, in this episode we're going to be covering Wes Peden's latest downloadable, Peden Tricks Sweden, which is hot poop on a stick. So before we get in, I'd like to discuss the nice shirt that I've been wearing. Not many people have, actually nobody's bought anything off the store. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe if you make a better podcast, people will buy things. Okay. That's what I'm trying to do now. So, but if you want a shirt like this, which is very nice, it fits me very well because I got a XXX. Yes, I'm fat, and I know it. You can go to cafepress.com/JOJ and you can buy stuff there. We've got more products, actually, I just added. We've got bumper stickers now so that you can stick them on your clubs and juggle them at your local juggling club. Mouse pads that you can manipulate. Maybe you can finger spin a mouse pad, that might work. Or you can get a shirt to wear at your local juggling club so that everyone else can hate you. Yes. That's something that I've always wanted to do, is just walk into the IJA wearing a white shirt with a Jason Garfield face on it. Wouldn't that be fun? But all that aside, so you can do that, and I will be wearing this throughout the episode. Now, to what we're actually doing. Peden Tricks Sweden. Okay, so he's had a lot of success with the former PTS Sweden videos, and he's made a lot of money out of them. From what I've heard, he's actually made more money from PTS Sweden videos than he has from his DVD called Scissor Sketch, which is a great DVD. If you haven't seen or bought either PTS Sweden video, I suggest you buy the DVD and then buy PTS Sweden 1. So that's good. After he did that, he produced his DVD and the PTS Swedens. He made a few more videos on YouTube and then dropped off the face of YouTube for... It was like, he makes a couple videos that he makes alright, which was for a contest by Audio Body, which is a great band. If you haven't listened to them, listen to them. And then, gone. Nobody knows what happened. And then out of nowhere, he suddenly uploads a video called Help, which is a video of him running down the street through the camera frame, screaming help. Causes a little bit of confusion, and I typed in my comment response like, what? Chases after Wes. And so after that, for the next couple days, he released a bunch of like trailers, promotional tricks, and things like that for this new video called Peden Tricks Sweden. Now, Peden Tricks Sweden. So it's basically been 6 months since his last thing, and it was a little bland having to wait 6 months watching everyone else's videos, you know. Maybe Volvo would upload a clip of him doing a crazy 723 club thing with Bruce Lee noises in the background. Maybe he'll do that, but who knows. Maybe that'll get more views on YouTube than my best video. Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Volvo, for making me feel bad. But let me put it this way. If given the choice to go to the WJF again, or to watch this new video, Peden Tricks Sweden, I would never go to another WJF in my entire life. Let me put it that way. Everyone who's a fan of young Wesley knows that he's got great choreography in his video, and the music selection is top-notch. Not to mention the tricks, but in the short time he's been going to since he's been going to Circor, he's gotten just so much better. I'm not sure about most people, but I just assumed the reason the reason that his YouTube profile ran dry for the past 6 months was that he was just concentrating so much on his classes at Circor that he didn't have the time or energy to make another video. But apparently that's not the case, and he's been busy breaking world records. So let's move on. Now, what is actually in this video? Well, it's just another Wes Peden video, you know, good choreography, nice tricks. Wait, what am I saying? No. This is an entirely new Wes Peden. This is Wes Peden 2.0, or 3.0 if you're actually counting the versions. He has it's just completely insane, and I hate having to review things that I like so much because it's just so hard to convey that across. But well, let me just put it this way. Some of the high points in this video are, I don't know, a qualifying run of 6 club scissors, maybe, 5 club 5-up 720s in the same run. Oh, maybe 8x6 with some clubs, I don't know. And maybe become one of the less than a dozen jugglers to ever perform a DB97531 to a qualifying run of 7 balls. I don't know, maybe a couple things like that might pique your interest a little bit. But even if you discount all of those really insane tricks that like no one else can do besides like Anthony, Jason, Vova, or anyone else that everybody else knows about, even discarding that, just look at the 3 object manipulation, or even better yet, look at the 1 club manipulations, the balancing segments that he does. Oh my god. There's one, and it's okay because he reveals it in the trailer. There's one where he gets, I don't know who it is because it's just a shot of his foot, but he gets another juggler who's doing a foot balance with the club. Half flips the club off of his foot. Wes catches it on his foot and continues balancing. There's another one where he does back cross to foot balance. How the hell do you think of that? Much less make it work. How the hell do you think, oh, that'll be physically possible? It's stuff like that that make me believe that Wes Peden is the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. I swear to God. If he is not the Messiah, I don't know who is, because he bends the laws of physics more than Newton did. Which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But hey, I like it. But let me put it this way again. Simplifying and reading off of the prepared script that I made. But there was at least 2 sequences where I literally had to stop the tape, rewind it, and watch it again just to see what the hell he was doing. Now that's just, if that doesn't mean that the trick is complex, I don't know what does. And the level of body, and one of the tricks that sticks out in my mind was just the insane body combinations that he was doing. Not only does, he does simple stuff. This is not simple at all, but this is simple stuff for the video where he does 5 clubs, 2 up, 3 club under the legs, back into a qualifying run, catches the 2 high and keeps going. That's simple compared to what he does. He's actually doing, with 3 balls, tricks where he's going cross arm, behind the head to cross arm catch. How do you make that work? I can't contort myself that far. Jesus. And there was another one where he again goes cross arm, tosses one over behind the head, switches the arms, and catches it like that. And then of course he does, traditional contort, 1 high, 2 low switch to the other side. And just, oh my god. It's incredible. Let me just put it that way. It's absolutely incredible. And breaking away right now from the actual Wes Peden review, because it's pretty much, I don't want to go on. This is only supposed to be 15 minutes. I want to cut to the trailer real quick so you can see some of the stuff that I'm talking about. So that's coming up in a second, and I'll be back with basically Okay, let me talk about this for a second before we cut to the trailer. I made a rule for myself back in 2004 when I started reviewing things and like posting it to my blog or posting it on a forum or whatever. I made a rule for myself that whenever I review something, I will either like it or not like it. And I will say something good and something bad, no matter what it is. So, since I like this video so much, I have to say something bad about it. Because even though this video is basically 20 minutes of godliness, 20 minutes of like the visual version of pizza, I have to say something bad about it, just because that's a rule that I set a long time ago. So let's just cut to the trailer and we'll be back with the criticisms in just a minute. And we're back with the criticisms now, which is fun. Okay, so everybody knows that watched JOJ knows that I'm a fan of Wes Peden, and I love saying good things about him. But occasionally, I have to say something bad once in a while. Just to be fair, okay? So let me say this. He has, in this video, in the original Peden to Sweden videos, he didn't have any guest jugglers in there at all. It was just him doing solo stuff and nothing else. Here, he has at least 2 other guest jugglers come in and either perform their solo thing or pass. Which the passing is alright. He does, what's his name? With Elias Larsson, he has a passing segment. Oh no, that's the that's the segment that I actually hate. But, okay, well let's see here. Reading what I wrote now, I have to point out at least one bad thing in the video, is that the inclusion of the Eos Karlsson segment, which is actually the one that I really hate, is just doing some creative playing around with 3 balls or less. Just, things that everybody's already thought of, like doing a front flip, picking up a ball with his feet, then back flipping and throwing the ball away with your foot. I bought this video to see Wes. I don't care about you. Okay, maybe I do care, but you shouldn't be in Wes's. I shouldn't have to pay to see Wes and then see you. No. Granted, if you put your clip on YouTube, I would watch that in a second, because that was good. The thing is, it's not supposed to be in Wes's video. I don't know why it is, it just is. But it was his solo thing, where it's just a minute and a half of him doing, to be honest, stupid crap, Just a minute and a half's worth, right in the middle of the video. I'm like, who is this guy? Why is he in Wes's video, and what is he doing? But if he was doing that stuff and Wes Peden was like, I don't know, maybe passing with him or doing something interesting, like say the front flip, pick up the ball with the feet, back flip, throw the ball away. If Wes Peden was juggling 5 balls in camera and then he caught it into 6, or maybe he was juggling 6 and caught it into 7 in Wes Peden's case, that would be awesome. But he didn't. The only thing that came close to that was the entire Elias Larsson segment, which I almost messed up with the names, but I didn't. But Elias Larsson was good, because he basically comes in and he's passing three clubs in very interesting ways. Kind of like Vision Bot style, Elias and, the whole Swedish crew, which is basically where he is, so it makes sense. But basically all that almost like contact juggling, a lot of collecting and like body rolls and very little actual toss juggling style, and taking that and making it into a passing thing, which was good. It was good. I'll put it that way. But I still think that, why is it in Wes's video? I mean, granted, Wes is in there doing passing, but I don't know. But another thing that he included, which I don't think he should have, is he included a one-shot take of his new routine for on-stage performances. 5 minutes, done to yellow cards, lights and sounds, which is a great track. I recommend Yellow Card with basically every fiber of my being. And I just don't think he should have included that. I mean, hell, I don't personally have a performance yet, like a single catch-by-catch 5-minute planned performance to one song. I mean, when I perform, I always go for a 30-minute full show. But that being said, the performance was good. I'll put it that way. The performance was good. He does a lot of good stuff in there. The thing is, why do I need to see it in a video that I'm paid for? Again, it's 5 minutes, and to be honest, it feels like he just threw it in there to bring the video from 15 minutes to 20 minutes in length, which I'm like, no. But, I mean, the whole point of a video, from my understanding and from what I believe, the whole point of a juggling video is to showcase you at your absolute best. Don't, like, put in tricks that you can already do or have done before, or, like, if you look back at my video series, like, especially my bracket juggling series, from one video to the next, I've never done exactly the same trick twice. Maybe 3-up 360s, but that's it. That's just because I don't do 3-up 360s, like, at all. But otherwise, I did, say, 744, for instance. I've done plenty of 744s in all my videos. Back in Standard Deviation, I did my first one, then I did it to a half shower, and my next one, no sleeves attached, and then I went back, didn't do it in my next video. And basically, every single time, I never just do a 744. I always try to improve on it in every video, and to just see Wes doing things like, I don't know, say, oh god, what was in the routine? But basically, traditional Wes Peden stuff, stuff that you've already seen before, ending with a run of 5 club back crosses. Yeah, we've seen that already. It's simple for you now. At least it looks that way. So, we don't really care to see it. We're buying the video to see you at your absolute best, to see stuff that you can only do once, Why do we need that? But that's just another pet peeve. And there's 2 negatives for you, so I've fulfilled my genuine, unbiased opinion of Wes Peden's new video, Peden Trick Sweden. That being said, it's 2 negatives, and the rest of the video was basically melting my hard drive because it was so hot. So that's the only way I could think of to describe it. So for all you Wes Peden haters out there, just download this video. It's only $7.50 American dollars, which is 1.5 times as expensive as the original Peden Sweden's, but hey, it's worth it. It is so worth it. So you can download that, wespeden.com. Go ahead there, check it out. It's good. Now for my links, if you want to email me personally, Reese's2150@msn.com, or if you just want to email the podcast, which is basically what I would prefer you do, you can do that at jojfans@gmail.com. Send us an email. Suggest a video or DVD for us to review. And if you're willing to pay for the DVD, please do that. I will give you big props for that. I know that's never going to happen. Why do I even bother? So, you can do that. You can send us an email. And I've decided not to mention the forums because nobody ever even visits them anymore. But, yeah, if you have anything, just drop me a line, jojfans@gmail.com. Thank you very much. I am Richard Coet, also known as Reese's2150, to everybody who sees me on forums, videos, everywhere that I do things. I'm always Reese's2150, Reese's2150 on DeviantArt, Customize.org, my website, everything, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Thank you. This has been Jubba, yeah, Jugglers on Juggling, yeah, doubling my vision. This has been Jugglers on Juggling, episode number 31, review of West Peen's latest video. Thank you. See you guys later.